We're on to 24 or chapter 22, section D, and we're doing nonlinear inequalities. So now we have something like x squared plus 5x is less than 14, or x squared plus 4 is greater than or equal to negative 4x. These are two examples, the first two examples in the chapter. We're going to make use of what we've been shown before in the chapter, and we have to solve for x. So basically we have to say, where is x possible? So the first thing we do is we get to make one side equal to 0, just like we were doing a regular quadratic. So I'm going to subtract 14 from both sides. So I get x squared plus 5x minus 14 is less than 0. And over on the other side, I'm going to add 4x to both sides. So I get x squared plus 4x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. Now that I have them set up like this, I'm going to factor them. So I need two numbers. Multiply together, give me negative 14. Add together, give me 5x. Well, that's x plus 7, x minus 2, because negative 2 times 7 is negative 14. Negative 2 plus 7 is 5. Over here, I'm going to have x plus 2. X plus 2 is greater than or equal to 0, less than 0. Now, this is where we get to the point where we make use of our sign diagram. So we're going to take this and find our critical values. Here I have x plus 7 equals 0. So x equals negative 7. There's one critical value. And the other one, x minus 2 equals 0. X equals 2. So my sign diagram, 2, negative 7. We'll test a point in a second. Over here, I don't have to do them both. I can just do one. X plus 2 equals 0. X equals negative 2. So in this one, I just have negative 2. So it's going to be the same above or below the line in this case. So, test a point. We'll test, it doesn't really matter what we're going to do. We're going to test 0. And we'll test 0 over here. Now I'm going to sub it into this part. So I have 0 plus 7, 0 minus 2, and that equals 7 times negative 2, which is negative 14. So that tells me that at 0, I'm negative. And because I have the two possible factors, this is going to be positive, this is going to be positive. On the other one, I have x plus 2, x plus 2, and we're going to pick 0 again. So I have 0 plus 2 times 0 plus 2, and that equals 4, because 2 times 2. So that means this is positive, and this is positive. So, in the end, this helps us because now we can say, all right, when is this equation less than 14? Well, we look at the sign diagram, and the less than will tell us the negative point, negative spot. And it's between negative 7 and 2. So I pick this. So I have x, negative 7, less than or equal to, x, less than or equal to, 2. And that's my, or actually in this case, they don't even do that. They just want this. And then on the other side, over here, it has to be greater than 0. Well, it's greater than 0 everywhere. So, x is contained in all real numbers. Now, did they write them as that, or how do they describe it for us in the textbook? Because I know most of you are going to look at that. Yeah, so that's how they write it in the textbook. They say it's true for all real x, which is the same as saying x is contained in all real numbers. So that's first two. The next ones, I'll do them separately, but we'll do them in a second just to break up the video.